In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make banana nut bread. Hey guys, my name is Erin Courtney, and one of my favorite things about bananas is baking with them. When my kids see bananas start to go brown on the counter, they freak out, ew, they're getting gross. While I'm over here going, ooh, I can bake something with them. When it comes to baking with bananas, you want them to be ugly. You remember that from school, UGLY, you ain't got no alibi? That's how you want your bananas when you're gonna bake with them. This recipe that I'm using today is a base recipe for banana nut bread, which means you get to choose the type of flour, the type of sugar, the type of oil, whether or not you use an egg. The options are endless. So you can make a traditional style banana nut bread, but what I'm gonna be making today is a gluten-free vegan version. But don't worry, you can make it the traditional recipe and it's still gonna turn out amazing. And what goes great with banana nut bread? Whipped honey butter. So I'm gonna show you how to make a whipped honey butter to go with this amazing banana nut bread. You can eat it as a breakfast, as a snack, pack it in your kids' lunch boxes. Endless options, I love it. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe. I'll post the recipe link below and stay tuned for more videos. Let's do this. Starting out with our ugly bananas, UGLY, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly, whoop whoop. We're gonna combine those ugly bananas in a blender with oil, vanilla, egg if you're using an egg, but here I am using an egg replacement, which is ground flaxseed mixed with water. Once we get everything in the blender, we're gonna cover that baby up and puree until smooth. Now we'll combine our flour, sugar, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Give that a little stir to combine. Time to add that banana puree from the blender. Mix that together and just until well combined. I usually do a quick little stir here just to make sure we didn't miss any flour. Add those chopped pecans and stir again. If you don't like nuts in your banana bread, you could always use chocolate chips or blueberries or chopped strawberries. More endless options. Spoon the batter into a lined loaf pan and you will be happy that it's lined whenever the bread is done baking. I'll show you exactly why. The streusel topping is optional, but if you make it, combine your dry ingredients with your melted butter and stir together well, and then sprinkle on top of our batter. Bake in a 350-degree oven for 45 to 55 minutes. While the bread is baking, we're going to make our honey butter. Beat 1 cup of softened butter until it's nice and creamy. I am using plant-based butter in this recipe since our bread is vegan, to keep that dairy-free concept going here. Add that honey and then we're going to beat just to combine. If you don't want to use honey, since technically it's not vegan, you can use maple syrup. For convenience, I like to put this butter in a pastry bag and pipe it into little 2-ounce containers so that I can just grab a little container when I want to eat a couple loaves of bread. Did I say loaves? I meant a couple slices. Or did I? When the bread is done baking and it's sat in the pan for a few minutes, that's when it's time to pull it out. See how easy that was with the parchment paper? It's fantastic. Using a serrated knife, we're going to slice our loaf into pieces. I typically like my bread cut into thick pieces, but you can make them as thin or as thick as you'd like. All right, it's that time. I get to eat and I'm so hungry. So this is the perfect time to, oh, it's still slightly warm too. And the honey butter is nice and soft. So I'm gonna spread that honey butter on, oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. I need just a little more butter. A little more. And what I love about putting the butter in these little cups is I just stick them in the refrigerator. And whenever I'm ready to have a slice of bread, there's a little cup of honey butter that's waiting for me. The honey butter just complements the banana nut bread so well. Just give me a minute. Guess what I'm having for breakfast tomorrow? I really like using oat flour in this recipe because I can slip in some more fiber. More butter. That wraps it up for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Gosh, good. Patting myself on the back for this one.